This is the Gillette Labs with exfoliating bar. The bar and the handle removes unseen dirt and debris ahead of the blades for effortless shaving in one efficient stroke.
Just wanted to ask about the end of the second quarter there in the 2-minute situation. After Ramondre's run there that stopped short on second down, it looked like there was a delay of maybe 10 seconds or so before taking the timeout. I was just curious sort of what was happening there on the sideline that led to that delay.
Yeah, just making sure we had the situation there. Initially it looked like we had the first down, then we didn't. So should have identified it quicker.
On that, are you sort of waiting for the officials to tell you? Is that sort of where that delay happened, or is that would you want a quicker timeout in retrospect or a quicker play?
Well, we had to determine whether it was third down or first down, and so that was a little bit of delay. Then what was the play, and then we just thought it would be more efficient to take a timeout.
And then coming out of that timeout, were you okay with the sneak, or was that something which ultimately led to taking the final timeout, and then you were good with that, and so how much of that was a consideration? You just didn't want to give him the ball back. Like if it was a field goal, that was better than the alternative of giving him the ball back. Was that the thinking there?
No, the thinking was to get a first down and try to score.
And on Trent, we didn't see him out there on warm-ups. I was curious, did you know he was going to play at that point, or was that one that came down right to kickoff that you would even have him available to you?
Well, he was active, so we expected him to be active. He was able to hang in there and play.
Next question, Chris Ryan.
Morning, Bill. Mac, in his availability, said that he wanted to be coached harder, and he put blame on himself for not being perhaps as hard as he could be on his teammates. What do you take from those remarks?
Well, Mac's a very competitive guy. Love his attitude, love his passion for the game. He works as hard as anybody, and we'll as we move forward, try to work to find ways to be more efficient, be more productive, in every area. So that's coaching, playing, interaction with teammates, etc.
So as you look at the offense at this point, it seems like, as you've referenced, there's not like one particular area that needs to be improved. It's different things leading to different problems in different areas. How do you try to go about fixing this, and what's your focus on that?
Yeah, I don't think that's exactly what I said, but look, the bottom line is we need to just keep working to improve it every week. This week will be different. Arizona's a different defense than Buffalo. Buffalo's a different defense than Minnesota. Minnesota's a different defense than the Jets. So it's just not as simple as, working against, improving your time in a mile run. I mean, that's not what this is. This is about competing against another team. And so we'll see what all that entails as we get into Arizona. But we need to continue to work to do things better on our end. And then as it relates to our specific opponent, then match them up and do them well against that opponent. So that's really the process.
Thanks.
Next question, Dakota Randall.
Bill, it seems like there's some clear frustration for some of the players on offense with the play calling and the general direction of the offense. As the head coach, what do you have to do to get everyone on that side of the ball back on the same page?
What I just talked about, same answer we had the last question. Just keep working through it. There's no magic wand here.
pause and see if anyone else wants to raise a hand. We'll go back to Mike Reese.
What did you think of the way the offense just competed? I know obviously the results weren't what you wanted, but did you feel like how did you feel the offense just competed last night?
Yeah, I thought the team overall competed hard. We'll take a close look at the film, but yeah, generally speaking, I thought we competed hard. Like I said, we just didn't do enough, in any area to really do enough to win the game. But yeah, I thought we competed.
And I guess we'll do this as the last question. Zach Cox.
Morning, Bill. Marcus said that this past week was the first time you take reps on offense in practice. Just curious why you chose this week to kind of introduce that element of his game, and whether that's something that you'd always planned to do since he did do a little bit of that in college.
Right. Well, Marcus is a player who's developed a lot over the course of the season. Wasn't able to do a lot in the spring. He did what he could do. Wasn't able to do everything at the start of training camp, but did what he could do. Got into training camp late. Into practicing, full time late. And so just trying to, move him along as a player. I don't think you take a player like that and throw everything you could possibly throw at him on the first week of the season, returning punts, playing defense, playing outside, playing inside. At times he has to play safety, play offense. I mean, I just don't think that's return kickoffs, return punts. I just don't think that's really a good idea. So we didn't do that. But his role increased from not much to kickoff returns, to punt returns, to some snaps on defense, to a little different role last night. So he's a player who's gained confidence, gained experience. It's been used in different ways. We'll see what we do going forward, but I think there's a process of bringing a player along like that, and that's what we tried to do.
Thank you.
There's no other hands raised, so thank you very much, Coach.